Alright, so jumping into a new tournament, this time for Elixir and Ether. We're going against the bhed psyches. So, I mean, Elixir and Ether are definitely good prizes to go for, just because they help for our guild problem about signing contracts. If you did see the last video though, you might have noticed, I think it was newbie Ronso, I signed for like 50 games at like 25,000 gil. I'm still at Luca right now. If you don't know what I'm doing, is I'm playing through the story while also trying to like get level 99 players for every team. Which means at Luca you don't have a lot of gil for the Ronso Fangs because they cost so much. I did grind like for a while, like hours and hours of grinding for gil and things like that. So right now I have about 40,000 gil, and that should actually be pretty good for a lot of contracts. Like I think our guy Ronso's at like 50 games, newbie Ronso's at around 50 games signed. So like I won't have to pay for games for them for a while, and then I can sell prizes I get. Right now the main issue of course is Psyche Ronso. Psyche Ronso costs 3,500 gil like per game, so he's like the most expensive player in Blitzball. So yeah, I mean that's the only one where it's a little bit weird, but yeah, that's kind of the point we're at right now in terms of like getting gil and signing people for contracts and being cool like that. It's kind of the issue. But yeah, let's start this out with how we start out most games, is trying to get newbie Ronso and Urka Ronso experience. Definitely costs, cost. See, I started talking about like contracts and now I'm on the idea of costing. No, it definitely takes a lot of experience to level them up now, but they're doing really well. I think they're like 50s or 60s. Like they're definitely in a good place. Like it's not bad at all, which is super awesome because I think we're progressing quicker than the Luca goers did. The Luca goers took a little over 300 videos. I think we might actually be able to do this in the 200s for getting to level 99 with the Ronso Fangs. Like I definitely think that's possible. I don't know if it will happen, but I think it's definitely possible. It really depends on how aggressively we try to get experience, and I feel like we have been really aggressive. Like most games I spend a substantial amount of time trying to get experience, so I mean it's not without lack of trying for this experience game. And fortunately, it looks like we're able to we pulled all the forwards pretty much towards us. I'm actually gonna pass to our guy Ronso and see if we can you know, get an early goal. Unfortunately I didn't realize Rope was there, and Rope is he's a pretty good tackler. Looks like he might actually be kind of under leveled because 21 tackle is not great. It's not normal for him to be at that either, so it's like and we do have tackle slips, so taking 2 tackles is fine. And we don't get disoriented after that, so that's actually really good. It means we're gonna have a much higher chance of, well, guaranteed of chance of keeping our techniques. If we're disoriented after the first tackle, we're guaranteed to get tackled on the second, and then we'll lose a technique. Or more specifically, it'll get unequipped. Well, we can equip it later, but obviously we'd have to wait for like a half, like the round to be over. And then also you're in the weird position of like you don't know what you lost, so you could have lost tackle slip, you could have lost a shot, and like then you have to like, because there's no way to look at your techniques really in a game. You just have to like hit shoot and then see if it's there, and if it's not, then normally you just automatically shoot, and then it's a whole thing, as you can imagine. It looks like we don't get too lucky. We probably should our guy Ronso actually shoot there if we wanted to really get a goal, because he's got a much higher shoot than Psyche Ronso, of course. He's crazy with that. And anti-wither. We actually don't have a anti-wither tech copy on her though, so obviously we can't learn anything. We're just kind of like, all right, that happened, and we're just moving on. So I'm gonna pass it to Psyche Ronso. My gosh, everyone has anti-wither. They knew my strategy. But the reason I passed it to Psyche Ronso, which obviously failed, is I was hoping to get our guy Ronso pretty open for a pass. He's not really open. I'm gonna pass to him anyways, because you know, why not? At least one of these should avoid the tackle, right? Tackle slip should work for at least one person. I mean, it has to, or else I lose the ball. It worked. All right, yeah, and with like our guy Ronso 54 shoot right at the goal is probably not gonna miss. It's very unlikely, and yeah, there it is. Nimrod can't stop it, and it's 1-0. Unfortunately, looks like we will have to encounter Kairi. It's not gonna be too bad because, I mean, like, with 9 seconds left, nothing's gonna happen. But it's just kind of annoying, like most things. It's like, there's only 9 seconds left. Do we have to spend this time just like watching you do things? It's, Yeah, definitely Nuvi Ronso and Ergo Ronso 50s or 60s. Now they're 60s, but yeah, our guy Ronso more shoot. He just keeps on getting more shoot. Like, look at this. Like, it's crazy. It's just the difference is unreal. 9, yeah, it's just yeah, more endurance pass, attack. I mean, Nuvi Ronso and Ergo Ronso are so good right now because they're so highly leveled. Like, the opposing players will only have, like, a good example is, like, they're like level 30s, and they're like level 60s, so it's already unbalanced for them. Alright, and we do, I mean, we got the goal, so we definitely have the advantage. We start with the ball. I mean, it's all good stuff. Like, definitely not opposed to how this is going for us at all. And I mean, I know we aren't scoring like a ton of goals, which is sometimes bad because, you know, top scorer and all that business. But I think at the end of the day, it's fine. Like, I'm not too concerned about top scorer. I mean, it does get us items that we can sell for contracts. But, I mean, I don't know. It's weird because my opinion on it, like, flip-flops so much. I'm just like, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, but we should, but it doesn't matter. But we must, but it doesn't matter. I guess the reason it does is because I am really concerned with experience gaining, but I also feel we should get top scorer because we should be going for as much like of a win as possible. I mean, just as like the opposing teams are going for as much of a win as possible. But it really just depends on the mood, I guess. But yeah, for now, like, I think Ether was the top scorer prize. I think it was Elixir was first place, and then Ether was top scorer. So it's like one of those things where I'm just like, do I really care about either? It sells for like, because I mean, when you talk about items, it's purely about what it sells for, and like it sells for almost nothing, like 250 gil, and then you're just like, I can get that from like 2 battles. It just depends, I guess. It's actually kind of weird with how this series is going, kind of off camera as well. Because what I did with the Lucagoras was I had a big item sell when I got to level 99 because I had accumulated so many items from the games they had played. But the issue here is I'm actually selling items consistently just so I can like pump up like and like sign players. Because if I didn't sell items, I'd be kind of screwed. So right now I have like 1 Elixir, 1 Ether. I always keep 1 of the item. So I don't know how that's gonna end with the series, like, because a lot of it, you know, might be like what my players look like or what my characters look like in battle. I don't know. Kind of at heart, I've always liked kind of playing Final Fantasies and trying to get the highest level at like an early stage. So that's why a part of the videos are like, this is my team, like using Fireja on this lowly like 200 health like fiend and just obliterating it with 6,000 damage. Like, watch this. I think it's kind of cool. I know not everyone thinks it's cool, but it's one of the, you know, this channel wholly is, in most of my channels are like, I think this is cool, so I'm gonna record it. Hopefully you guys think it's cool, because I think it's cool. It's it's not really geared towards like what will be the most popular thing. It's just like, yeah, I thought it was cool, so we're just gonna do this. Alright, and it actually looks like we're getting super lucky. They're pulling back pretty heavily, and Ergo Ronso and Nuvi Ronso are just like, you know, hanging out, getting experience, all the good stuff. And I would really like to have a new Blitzball like anything in Final Fantasy and have them rework the experience gaining though, because it seems so like, I don't know, it just feels so inauthentic that passing is the only viable way to get experience. Like, I think I discussed it before in like many videos, and I've reiterated this, but I think like if you pass, your pass should go up. If you shoot, your shoot should go up. If you take tackles a lot, your endurance should go up, and then you just have hard caps on those, and that'd be really cool. It's essentially Skyrim. It's essentially what I'm saying, like that kind of level system where like, oh, I shot an arrow, my like archery has gone up. Like, it doesn't make sense that if I pass a bunch, then they can tackle more. Which, I mean, I don't think they were trying to make the best leveling system when they did this. They were just trying to make a balanced one. But yeah, it could be cool if that happens in the future. I kind of doubt it, but who knows. Anyways, Ronso, more speed. A whopping 42 speed. He's just the fastest in the land. More endurance, pass, block. Still outclassing like every opponent. Tats staying with Kilkabeast. Jesu, Kilkabeast. Kilkabeast keeping their players. And looks like Ronso Fangs are continuing on. Maybe Kilkabeast shouldn't be keeping their players. Alright. Oh wait, no, he was Ronso. I signed for a bunch. Let's see if I just totally lose him. Oh no, I didn't. Crazy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.